In this lesson, we will learn how to navigate around the Pro Tools interface. Pro Tools consists of two main windows. Right here under Window, you'll see Edit and Mix. Currently, we're in the Edit window. If you click on Mix, we'll jump to our Mix window. And the only thing that you'll see right now is the click track because that's the only track that's created. So we'll close this. We can also expand and resize these windows. You'll also notice a floating transport. And this pretty much gives you information whether you want to start play. If you make a selection, it's going to tell you where the cursor start is going to be, what the amount is. But you can change these readers. For example, I can change this from samples to minutes and seconds. Now, it used to be that you have to have the transport window floating around, but it was always a hassle. You never know where to put it. But now that Pro Tools has the transport built into the top dock, you can just hide this. If you need to retrieve that, you can always go to Window, Transport. But for now, we'll hide it. In the main window, we have some main rulers at the top, showing you bars and beats, tempo, meter, and markers. And if you click on this menu, you have other options. If you choose all, it's going to show you all the rulers. And some of these are specific to timecode, frames, samples, pretty much stuff that you would have to work with when you're doing post-production or doing audio for film. But for the most part, you can eliminate most of them and enable minutes and seconds, also enable markers and tempo. Another way to eliminate these rulers is by holding Option on a Mac or Alt and clicking on those rulers. And you can always bring them back using this window. Okay. Likewise, you have your tracks here that can be populated. So one keyboard shortcut you should know: Command equals on a Mac or Control equals on a PC. And this toggles the mix and the edit window. On the left, you're going to see a track show list. Click on that. It hides the one on the left, hides the one on the right. And also there's one right here. If I click and drag that, it's going to be the universe window. So I start populating my tracks and see my arrangement is kind of like a macro view of my arrangement. If you double click on that, it will go away. If you ever need to retrieve that, you can just click on those icons. But for now, we're just going to clean up our session so that we have a better view of what we're doing. A couple of other things. Track, new. This is going to give you the new tracks window where you can choose how many tracks you want to create, whether you want them to be mono or stereo, as well as audio, master, aux, and instrument. And for most of this lesson, we're going to work primarily with audio tracks and instrument tracks. You can also choose whether you want this to be in samples or ticks, but we'll get into that later. We'll click Cancel. So that's a quick overview of the Pro Tools interface.